Interesting. Huh. Once again, I am channeling mad information. I don't know if it's just like Scorpio energy or what exactly is going on. Not seeing my supplies. I want to do this. Alright. I kind of feel a little bit more comfortable now and like less distracted. Kind of loving the drive, of course. Channeling some energy, releasing. Learning many things, being shown many things. Looking for people who are real. Casting call. I receive. Should I say that I received, like in the past? I have experienced many people who say one thing and then they do another. Let's try this one more time. And like attempt to like not look at myself basically, and then maybe I can actually focus instead of like being so self-conscious at like not identifying with the physical appearance of what I am experiencing within. So many paradigms, parables. I'm like looking at some guy's car right now. Marriage. One man. Oh, of course. Oh, interesting. Okay. Look at this, look at this. Oh, come on. This jerk butthead. Jerk butthead. What kind of hater do you have to be to post that all over your vehicle? To like tell people how to be. Let people just be as they step into their identity. Allow them to accept themselves for who they are. Allow them to be themselves. No wonder why people are walking on eggshells and are afraid to express themselves and tell the truth. Because you get punished for it. I wish I had a big old rainbow on my car so I can just go in front of this guy just to be a turd. It's all about light, not spreading hatred and division. And self-destruction. Don't you think there's enough of that? Couldn't you show love in a more kind way? For all of this ridiculous traffic. Oh, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, of course, red light. Love the sinner, hate the sin. I don't know, just give me that vibe that's like when you point a finger, you got 3 more pointing back at you. You know? Like, I want to be like, what, did something happen to you? Or like, did you do something that you don't feel so good about? I mean, why did you? I just want to understand why. I mean, I let it be. But at the same time, spectrum, perception. A shift in the paradigm, I suppose. Oh, this is beyond ridiculous. There we go. A dead turtle carcass is still there. Tortoise. I'm thinking about taking you guys to a laboratory where, like, you can dissect, you know, critters. I think that would just blow your mind a little bit too much. I don't even know if that's allowed, you know? There's a science to it, that's for sure. I feel like I'm taking notes in my mind. Bear with me here. I feel like slightly naked because I don't have my typical, you know, all my charms, all my crystals that I'm always wearing. Constant red light. Constant. No. Oh my god, yes! Let me go back home underwater, back to the days of Atlantis and Lemuria, where I'm free and I can breathe, and I have space to be me. Lemuria, or back to Pleiades. Yes. No matter how much sleep I get on this planet, it is never enough because I truly rest when I go home to the stars from which I came. And I look forward to it, though I have like a job I've chosen to come here and do, so here I am doing it, and part of that is having to participate with the overall human experience, which frankly, how does one even give language to that? Let's, like, it's so difficult to even to begin to attempt to make you try to understand. For those who have seen the movie The Matrix, it may be more simplified, though it's about some type of vortex that was created to basically, it feels like, create enslavement, frankly. Exactly, where you think, like, exactly, we're put into all these boxes where you think this, and because you believe it, it's true, and it's fake, false belief systems, cognitive dissonance. I'm struggling with communication and language lately with the autism, dude. It's just literally kind of destroying me, not having the ability to express or have people who are like on my level can freaking understand me, or like that are even like about the things that I'm about, you know, instead of being all about like lower vibrational things. I want to talk about ideas, not people, places, or things, you know. I would like to go to places and have experience. I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired of talking about what I've done and where I've been. It's time to experience and live. And like, that's why it's been so important to me to truly experience my bucket list at all costs, basically. And like, something else that came through, and it came through a lot easier to portray the message, is basically anybody can pay money and become certified to do this or that. Okay? Anybody can pay the money. Though very few people will pay with their time, their energy, and put in the investment in themselves or in something more important. But people don't recognize that. And they frankly enjoy the things that cause them suffering, such as the way that they eat, or the things that they put inside of their body, or the people that they allow in, or even the places they're put their bodies in. Blah, 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 blah. I'm an excellent driver. Uh-oh. Me? Yeah. Chia. I'm so tired of the whole human experience. Can I admit that? I'm so tired of the material world. I'm so tired of people like caring more about material things than like things of higher importance, such as spending time together, or, you know, having compassion instead of like division. Frankly, I want to do nothing sometimes. I need to take better care of my things. I'm not in the mood today for like dress up or work, and like no matter what, it has to be done. I have so much work to do, and it's things that only I can do, and things that I choose to do, obviously. Ali. Oh, that's funny. Funny. Hey! I love the person who made Zyklon BB! Who are you? I need more of you. I need more of you to spread this message. Oh my god, you get me so excited. Zyklon B is the drug that was made by Bayer, okay? And Bayer is a freaking dye company, okay? I was gonna say a food dye company. They are now a food dye company too. There are multitudes of things, okay, right? They made aspirin from the willow bark, okay? And Bayer purchased Monsanto. Okay, Monsanto owns all the food, all the seeds. It's illegal to grow foods and to collect rainwater and all kinds of different things, okay? And there's all these limitations. Bayer also created Zyklon B. Hey, look at that. They're cutting me off. Look at that. How interesting. How interesting. Frozen. Ha. Zyklon B is the drug they use to kill all the Jews. And then Monsanto also created Agent Orange. I'm sure we all know a veteran who has Agent Orange. I know I do. It makes me sad and sick. I hear him in my head. You make me sick. That's who I think that is. That's who I think that is in the comments. And I would love if it is. I've missed that person. Why, hello there, baby. I want to be like, I don't want to live. I just wish it wasn't just such a job to live. You know, as if it wasn't already hard as is. They like make you earn this piece of paper that means this and that. It's frustrating. I don't like how it's frozen and then how how the numbers are still going and how I can't tell. I have things I'm supposed to be doing, and I have been choosing to spend my personal life to serve you and give you my energy and my attention, and frankly I feel undervalued. Like, exactly, no one wants to pay me, no one wants to pay for my time, nobody cares if I eat or not, they just say give. I could drop dead and people will still be on my channel telling me to show this, do this. Meanwhile, I could die of hunger, and it's like, oh well, let's go on to the next one. It's frustrating, because is it so wrong to want your soul to be loved and not ignored and adored and appreciated while you're still here? It's a lot of responsibility to take care of yourself, and it's not necessarily easy nor taught. My hair is like so knotted. Eventually I'm going to just get dreadlocks because I'm tired. Like, your locks represent all the integrated information, in case you didn't know, by the way. There's all the sacred symbolism in knowing every strand of hair and things like that. I'm like more comfortable with Twitter, so I've been posting a lot on Twitter, like things that are harder to vocalize. Right? I really like this girl's golden pants. I want those pants. I'm distracted by the outside world, and yeah, I'm having difficulties having the human experience. Apparently I might need some wearable Sugilite. Did I say that right? Yeah, Sugilite. Instead of Sugilite. Something that touches the skin. I'm also like kind of getting obsessive about making jewelry. So I really want to make jewelry. I've also been being more intentional with what I'm creating on my Amazon wish list. I'm actually putting on things on there that I actually like really will use. And then I'm also letting go of everything I no longer need. And now something that's happening is like my bookshelf is getting full. So I feel like I have to like read more books and then pass them along, because it's getting a bit much. Hey man, I just had a vision. What if I read books aloud? Live. Reading live with Trina. I might need help with certain words and stuff though. Truthfully. It's true, I'm exhausted. And like, I really just want to do nothing. I have been giving so much of my time and my energy. I just feel like I need to like go into cocoon. And like what I really can't stop thinking about is going back to another, they're called sensory deprivation tanks. I need like a giant tub. And like not a nasty pool. I need like my own space. And like when I mean my own space, I mean like I want literally build everything. Like I want to dig my own pool and like build every structure. The bathtub, the walls. I would love to learn carpentry. Though I'm put in this box, that's because like exactly I'm a girl that like I can't do that stuff. Autism also kind of make it hard to like learn stuff and hard to communicate, and like there's very select people who can actually teach me, so I'm always grateful for those kinds of people. Oh man, there's another studies about the rats that finally came through. I am going to attempt to find the article from Harvard or whoever it was that released it that talked about where they shine lights on rats, and then by shining the lights on them, it causes, like, you know, a body response, like where they're moving and they're in action. Something like that. Something like that. And then, yeah, exactly. There's all kinds of different things. And it's like really hard to give language to exactly what I have studied. But it's like when you post those links, it's like they purposely don't go out to the masses. Like certain words are banned. I have no idea how it works, to be honest. I just feel like on an energetic level, those things are always like shunned. My elbow is so itchy. Huh. You're frozen too? That's cool. Totally not home. I know. That's interesting to know that they also froze you on your end. That's interesting. That's interesting, so you can still hear me. I hate my face with no makeup, dude. I like hate on myself. Though, one thing I did learn is how your face, when you put stuff on it, when you put products on it, your face eats the chemicals. Yeah, so like you have to be careful what you put on your face because it eats it. I've recently been wearing full face makeup, so I feel like my face is also kind of showing that. Thank you. I am a very unique person, to say the very least. Let's see what else you're saying here. Oh man. Do I want to buy something, you ask? Yes. Send now. Hearing the way you express your emotions and thoughts in a calm voice makes me wish. That's why I do ASMR. I do that. That's interesting that you guys both pointed that out, because yes, my energy shifted from the moment I arrived to where I'm at right now. It's time to pay rent, y'all. I gotta fork up, like, you know, hundreds of dollars. And sucks. It sucks. It especially gets stressful when it feels like you're not making as much as you're spending. And then, like, exactly, if you get unhappy, so then you feel a need to spend because you're unhappy and you want to have a more pleasurable experience, so you spend, and then you get upset because you spent, and then it's just a never-ending cycle. So I am still having my own personal identification issues with the material realm. I appreciate all of you who are still here, no matter what level I have entered. That shows true love and compassion, true friendship. Like I said, I'm looking for people. I'm on a mass yearning and gathering for like-minded individuals who are here to love, experience love, give love, receive. You know, a lot of people have so much love to give, though they're so shady about receiving anything. I'm like, are you ever gonna let me give back? Like, it just makes me feel in debt to people if you don't let me give back. Like, exactly, like, accept this gift from me. Accept my love. Accept my offering. And then how about the other people that are on the other side of the spectrum that take? And they're like, oh my God, do this for free. Free. Hey, will you do this for free? Will you do this? Hey, do this. Hey, free. And they'll just take, and they never give anything. They don't understand. They don't value anything. They maybe don't value themselves, so they can't. I mean, I don't know how else to assist. It just gets frustrating being on both levels, you know. Teach us. Communicate. Though it gets embarrassing to have to communicate such things, right? Like, nobody wants to be like, hey, I need this much money. Or, hey, I fell down. Can you help me back up? Or, hey, I can't do this by myself. I need help. Nobody likes to do that. I mean, maybe some people do and they do it too much. And then that's what sucks too, because then we don't know how to do things on our own. Though sometimes it sucks being on your face all the time, okay? So like that's also why I'm looking for genuine people who are interested in like lifetime, I want to be like brotherhood, you know, like family, like starlight level truth, honesty, compassion, respect, help one another. Man, I'm so emotional right now. I'm an empath. So she interesting. Yeah, it's like time to take the mask off is what's going on. And stop playing a shade that you're not, kind of thing. And stop trying so hard to be the shade that people are trying to make you. Be yourself. Just be. I know it's hard to breathe and to stay here in this existence. I understand. I empathize. I'm in it with you. That's why I vocalize my truth and let you know you're not alone. I know that they tell you you're not allowed to talk about those things, and you're not allowed to let anyone know that you feel that way, because otherwise you're asking, like, you know, there's all this drama. Frankly, I'm drained and I'm fried of the whole experience, as I've stated several times. I found a few things that make me happier, though it's like, yeah, it takes investment in those things. And again, some things aren't always money. Of course I could pay $200 and spend time at a float spa, or I could drop $200 on this new rock to give me a new epic feeling because it's a certain kind of crystal, right? Like I can go buy my next thing. There's a hidden truth there, though, about how sometimes it costs me to like simply read a self-help book, right? Or something like that, to spend time to read, to spend time on myself, to get out of my telephone and out of the material experience, or get out of the matrix. I can still see all your commentary. I love ASMR. Lee, you are forgetting about how I work both sides of the spectrum. I shed light on the shadow. There are things that also I bring up that also make people unhappy because it reminds them of their own personal experience that was just like mine. So they didn't like to look at me because I reflected their past and who they used to be and where they've been in their life, right? Or where they are. Or exactly like they had to shed light on their own shadow that they aren't like me. And I mean, there's all kinds of different levels and things like that that go on that, you know, a lot of people don't think about. All they see is the good. The grass is always greener on the other side. Secretly, I'm going through so much pain, and I just like can't tell anybody is what it feels like. And like I just feel like I'm forced to just keep eating. I want to use inappropriate language, though. Just what it feels like, just eating. I want to say eating rocks. That's what it's like. You just eating, just breaking teeth, and just like, oh man. Yes, I understand. Brainwashed. Stop being so brainwashed about everything that you see. It's not about what you see. It's about understanding. Understanding. Not visuals. Not visuals. Visuals don't make you understand. That makes you judge and perceive. Exactly. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I'm just getting mad about it. I can't help but get mad. I'm getting mad about it. It's hard to talk about these things without getting emotional and angry when you have personal attachments to the identification. I empathize with that. I empathize with a lot of things. I've been through more things. Constantly going through things. You don't understand why he's doing that. You don't understand what's going on Zyklon B has a message to share and is doing it through subliminal bigotry, okay? You don't understand. I understand. The type of psychic that I am, like, I read language. I can't explain it, okay? People can say one thing, but I especially read voices. I read voices. I read questions. I'm great at questions. I'm great at imagery. I'm enhancing my powers all the time. The more that I learn, like, what they are, the more that I can study them. But it just sucks because exactly, I don't have anybody that I can talk to that identifies with the fucking things that I've been talking about this entire fucking 30 minutes. Zyklon B. The cabal has been turned against the people, and they drink the children's blood because the children's blood keeps them younger. There's a drug called adrenochrome that can be accessed by the wealthy. It's not a beautiful thing to accept. It is depressing and horrendous. Yet at the same time, that's also exciting for some people, right? Because they don't want to leave the material. Okay? Like the Greys, the alien race. Zyklon B was the drug that was created to kill the Jews. Okay, they are hiding, okay? Like, there's some truth in what he's saying. It's complicated. They're hiding behind the religious texts. Like, there's this, it's like, it sounds funny. Like, everybody thinks it's a joke, okay? It's a rabbi talking about McDonald's, believe it or not. And it's on YouTube. It's called, what is that called? Not cognitive dissonance. Yes, they are. We are all God's people. The best way a child explained it to me through a reading is that God ripped off a piece of its flesh, and that's us, and we are all a piece of God's flesh. And you have to let us all be and stop judging, okay? It's not about that. At the same time, people aren't all people. Let's just put it that way. We are mixed with multiple types of genetics. What's his name? Mendele. We all know that Mendele liked to mess with twins and dissect them and combine the energies, especially with twins. There's also fables. Think about, what's his name? Zeus, who separated people in their flames. You have to recognize when people are saying things just to get attention and just to get your energy. You have to recognize that when you give energy to the lower energies, that it gives it power. It's kind of like Star Wars. Star Wars is real. There's a dark force and a positive force. It doesn't make it good or bad, okay? Think about it like this. There are fish that feed upon the toxic gases at the bottom of the ocean. That does not make them horrible creatures. The fact that they do not need light, okay? It's nothing personal, right? Just some of us are children blood drinkers and some of us aren't. And some of us won't drink it. Some of us will do blood transfusions where we just swap blood. You can look up studies on rats where they took the young rat blood and put it in the adult rat and how it created age regressing. You can also do your own past life regressions in a thing called QHHT. Quantum Healing Hypnotherapy, that is patented by, I believe her name is Dolores Cannon. Look up the Denver Airport conspiracy theory. Look that up. The reason why the Aryan race was so highly worshipped has to do with Pleiades, okay? Pleiadians and Lyran, Lyran. A lot of you that are here now are what are called indigo children, is the term that you have heard. However, the professional scientific term is star seed. And the best way that I was ever shown it, believe it or not, was when I was, you know, what I call doing God's work, where I was doing my dharma, my purpose that I'm here to do. And I ran into who I believe was a girl channeling Metatron. And Metatron said to me, "Darling, you never look up, look up." And when I looked up, I used my stargazing app thing or whatever that showed me the stars. And then What they showed me before this, the imagery that I need you to imagine in your mind that I'm supposed to show you, and I'm going to create some visual images to attempt to bring to life to show you better, where I also regress into a child. I'm going to play Alice in Wonderland basically type thing where I am my own me. And then the picture is that I'm drawing is on the left you have a crystal, like an actual triangle crystal, and then kind of like you take a flashlight and you shine it through it and it shows a rainbow, right? And then like on the other side underneath the rainbow is on the right is a black triangle, which represents the black hole in the abyss. What they were showing me though is that we are the crystal, we are the physical experience from the hologram. Okay? And then when they told me to look up, what they showed me is we are the starlight. And some of us, our souls are so big and expansive that we had to be broken up into different soul groups. That's why we feel like we met the same person multiple times, because they're from the same galaxy and the same star group, and we had to break up so we could spread over the world differently. And then each thing is light. Literally, everything is photons, the plants, the rocks, right? We are all that, the animals. So that's the way that they had kind of showed it to me. And they reminded us that we have divine will. What that means is that we are God. We create. We have to create responsibly. It is our choice. Our choice. And if you write down the word choice, if you look closely, it has OIC inside of it, which means it's how are you looking at it, which is kind of what the picture that I'm talking about in drawing is showing you. Are you looking at it from the black hole in the abyss, or are you looking at, we are ever expanding consciousness. There are multiple galaxies, there are multiple universes, 12 dimensions or 13. It depends on how you choose to give language to these things. The linguistics, the language is ruining everything, to be honest. And it's quite alarming because it makes it complicated to communicate with anyone, because nobody wants to feel you or love you or hear you out, because everyone wants to speak their truth. They want to be heard. And a lot of people are stuck in the lower vibrational energy of fear. And I gotta tell you about vibration, okay? I know it sounds like a lot of woo and spiritual crap when you say vibration and vibe, your vibe, right? What you need to know is about, there's a word in physics and science, it's called hertz. Not like your pain, like it hurts. Hertz as in H-E-R-T-Z. Hertz, like your vibrational field, your torus, your toroidal field. There's so many different words for the exact same thing. Your aura. I mean, there's so many different words. It's complicated. It's so complicated. And again, even people who are in like school for this, like, are even struggling to comprehend and give language to and communicate. So I just wanted you to know those things. Those things are kind of important to me, and things that are going on. Fear is the lowest vibrational energy. And then the other thing they wanted you to know is about, yeah, I know, everybody says, who's they? I hear you. I'm an empath and I channel. I can channel energy. It feels uncomfortable giving language to the things that I do. Okay, I want to tell you that they created us. We are the X-Men. They created us so we can be messed with when they turn on the lights. It works like that, okay? And there's aliens, and yes, there's abductions happening, and nobody wants to talk about these things. Other countries, it's just fine. In America, it's complicated. And honestly, there's other things that's being watched. For example, the internet was created by CERN, if you don't know. C-E-R-N, CERN. They have the giant statue of Shiva outside of their facility, which represents the god of destruction, which to me is also Saturn. Saturn is also Father Time, Grim Reaper, Santa, Satan, Saturn, Ra, Ketu. There's all this other stuff that's all integrated into each other, though it's up to you to pay attention and to accept truth. That's the hardest part, is accepting this, because it gets scary. We are a simulation. We're a hologram. We are a hologram. We are a projection of light. We are all integrated into the same. We are all the same. There's multiple universes. It's very complicated. It is so complicated. Stranger Than Fiction movie, if anyone's seen that, that kind of is a good explanation. The movie Stardust is a good explanation. They showed you all these things. They created Transformers originally to show you transhumanism, to get you ready for putting artificial intelligence or putting consciousness into that. Though what you need to know is about, the best way to put it like this. In Dubai, a lot of the cops are robots now, okay? So stop censoring your language, number one, okay? Like, this is on another thing. So the way to put it is like this. Let's say a robot cop is driving a car, and a robot cop is about to get into an accident. Robot cop can either hit the car of the woman with the baby in the car, or a woman can, or the robot can hit like a man who has diabetes or something like that. And think about it, the robot has the artificial intelligence. There are programs for them to be able to read this stuff, and to read the heat, and read the iridology, and read the science of the human anatomy. Okay, there are literally machines built that can do this. Okay, I'm partially Arcturian, and so are some of you that are here. That's also the best way to give language. That's how I originally found out about this. I honestly originally found out that I was a starseed from a freaking little thing that was directed at me on Facebook. By the way, the reason why you're like, it's so hard to give you the information. You have to understand that your devices are also projecting light images at you, therefore programming your thoughts in subliminal contexts. Okay, though you're also projecting your lights on your mind out to them, so they can read and know what to serve to you and what gets you. Okay, so the reason why I was talking about the robots thing, I'm glad that you commented that, Dave, okay? The reason why I brought that up is because my dad brought up a very important thing, because my dad's very into codes, and coding and computer stuff is all a very Arcturian thing, by the way. What you're supposed to know is you have to think about this. The robot is going to have to make a choice at which person is it going to kill and risk hitting it instead. Okay, there has to be a code. There's a code written for that. That's just the nicest way of putting it. It's a code written already. So please think about that. There's actually already a movie that was made that's about it. Somebody here, I hope you know the name of the movie. It's about an astronaut who has disability in his genetics, and he uses a paraplegic's genetics in order to become the astronaut. You need to know that they're also creating specimens. It's called eugenics. They've been doing eugenics forever. Eugenics is the study of messing with genetics, exactly, mixing species together. They just made a pig human, you know. I mean, they've been doing this for a long time, but they're just now letting us know, because there's a lot of things that are about to come out that are really going to freak some people out and are also going to excite people. But the way that they do it is they make it so you want it. You know what I'm saying? You want your phone, you want your driver's license, so you want that RFID that also comes with it. Okay? So you're not supposed to be afraid. Oh, back to the original vibration stuff we were talking about before, I'm supposed to remind you that they are putting out hertz on purpose from certain cell towers, Gwen towers. The 5G internet, if you Google 5G, it's called an active denial system. It is literally a military grade defense mechanism, okay, that is being used against people. Active denial system. And that's what 5G is. And that's how they aren't going to keep people off the grid anymore, because they're going to sense your heat. There's a lot of different things going on. They've been putting the chemicals in the air to kind of stop the sunlight. That's why people are so deficient in vitamin D. Okay, it's also the thing that makes you happy, right? So keep that in mind, that they're purposely making people fearful, because fear is the best way to control the people, because if you're in fear, you're more submissive, okay? So stop being afraid and running away from what you're afraid of, because the truth is, you really got to face your fears and understanding what you're dying for. And to know what you're dying for is, how are you spending? Every day you pay the price to live. How are you spending your time? What are you doing? Are you spending your time for other people? Are you spending your time getting in car accident? Are you spending your time getting fucked up, you know? Like, be more mindful of your human experience, because you're just wasting your time, because you chose to come here. That's what you need to remember most of all. You chose to come here. You chose your parents. There's a lot of ancestral stuff going on of your family and your people, you could say. And the way that I tell you that story is exactly, imagine how many people had to make love in order for you to be here today. How far back does your family go? So there's a lot of things you need to know. Man, an Arcturian man. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's a lot of integration going on. A lot of people from Sirius, All of us are from other places, okay? I mean, it's very complicated. We're very deeply integrated, and there's ancestral stuff. The rabbit hole goes so deep, and I know it's scary, and all the truth exists at the exact same time, okay? That's why the belief system thing is so huge. So huge. So huge. I'm about to release to you some QHHT videos, okay? These are some very intense videos. Some very, 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 very intense videos. I'm very proud to share them with you. I'm going to tell the truth. They're freaking long. Oh, man. All of these readings are always long. Long, 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 long. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I love. I got so much love to give, so that's why I'm giving you my all, because it's all I got to give, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I got a lot of other things to offer. If you want to hire me, you know, I'm learning my worth, however you choose to give language to that, alright? It's kind of uncomfortable, and it is uncomfortable having to tell you no. Or, like, exactly, I'm worth this if you want this, okay? I need some help. I need a team. I feel like the best way, my intuition is telling me something right now that's helping things become more clear, okay? And, like, it's kind of cheesy, though it's true. I'm thinking about the way that I'm going to know who's truly on Team Trina Mason is I'm going to build my Young Living account, yo. Whoever joins under my numbers and exactly orders their diffuser or whatever and is committed to the life of healing and is open to this lifestyle and choose to, like, walk that way, that is how I will know who's on my team. And, like, those of you who already know you're on my team, expect to be on my team. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, bro. Bro! I'm getting upset because I'm watching a lot of really shady things go down, okay? I'm tired of being that security guard and being that person watching all this stuff, because now it's time for me to take action, and that's why I need you to know that's why this is so important. And I'm looking for people who are ready to take action too, who are on my level. And I know Young Living thing is cheesy, but, like, exactly, money means nothing. So I want to see who's, like, legit serious, and, like, that's just, I'm just, like, call me autistic or whatever, I'm just gonna make that my way, okay? I'm just gonna make that my way. I'm kind of, like, again, I'm annoyed, I'm fried, I'm looking for partners, and, like, serious partners. And just, like, I'm not saying you have to stay apart and subscribe to that stuff or whatever, though the truth is, like, it's just a matter of, like, coming through. It's about coming through. It's on a soul integration level. I feel so grateful because the people that are here right now are the truth. And they're not here to control. And they're not here because they're scared either. I see you. I feel you. I understand you're in it with me. I'm in it with you. And that doesn't mean we don't get scared sometimes, okay? I feel you on that level too. It is scary. It's scary. And yeah, money sucks and everything is just bogus. I get it. Though now it's also time for me to also show you the other side of the spectrum where things are really beautiful. Interesting. I wonder if it's flipping for you, or, like, I don't understand. Frankly, I'm drained and I'm exhausted. I've done my part. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to end this stream. And then when I end the stream, those of you who are legit and wish to be a part of Team Trina Mason, I'm going to ask you, once the video is done, okay, so, like, maybe wait, like, 10 minutes, like, comment on a video. It could be any video, actually. Like, that's going to be the new thing. I'm going to have to take some notes of some things that I need to do. I'm going to get all beautified and professional and do my messages that I need to do. So one of them will be the QHHT. What's the other thing that I need to do? Young Living. Well, that just shows that you guys are the ones who really care and the ones who are really on my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who are serious. And, like, and those who are serious, again, are speaking with their actions and showing me their time. And I understand that people have like other things that they need to do, and I need them to be doing their thing because that's part of them being on the team, if that makes sense. It's really hard to give language to these things. Perhaps I should add this to the what do you call it? The Trina's spiritual, whatever. Trina's spiritual. I'm taking notes. Spiritual. All right, dude. I have like so much work I need to do. I've been slacking off with you guys for about an hour. I love you very much. Thank you for those of you who have been valuing me with your time. Thank you those of you who have been sending me PayPal. Thank you those of you who have been joining like other areas where you can join me. You know, like I am working on building more of those areas. I know a lot of you are mentioning Patreon and stuff like that. I know it's just a lot of work doing everything all by myself. It gets really, 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 really draining. Really draining. So, I will make a video on the Young Living thing about how you can join Team Trina Mason if you're serious. So that's why I wanted to say when the video ends, if you choose to do that, please just leave a comment knowing that so I can kind of know that, or just watch out for the Team Trina Mason video. I'm supposed to write that down, Team Trina. So that's interesting to know too. Maybe that's something we'll do through Patreon as well, or maybe I can do Team Trina Mason updates there. I have no idea. This is so complicated. All I know is I'm just trying to eat, and like it seems like everybody needs to get something in order to feel like they should feed me, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to give you all these things that I could possibly offer so I could somehow avoid not being stuck in some bullshit 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Like literally it's gonna make me want to die, so I need to keep doing what I'm doing. And yeah, I'll suffer and go hungry a while if I have to, though. It's just like, again, it'd be nice, you know. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Be well. Sometimes the silence is a language within itself. Thank you for understanding what I'm saying. Thank you for believing. If you're just now tuning in, I encourage you to listen to the entire segment. I understand it's a long time, though. Is it worth it? There's a lot. There's one last message I'll give you, okay? How about that? How about two? One thing I'll give you to do in your free time, I want you to look up the poem Somebody, Anybody, Nobody, and Everybody, okay? The moral of the story is you are somebody. Isn't that who you always wanted to be? So that's one thing. And then, dang, I'm about to lose that other thing. No! Oh, okay, got it. There's plenty of great excuses. Plenty. Oh, I had to do this for my kids, or somebody needed this, or I had to do that, but I didn't feel good. There's a million great excuses not to do shit. That's why nobody's doing shit, okay? Because everyone's got great excuses. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So I'm going to ask you to be you and just to be. And by you being yourself, shows me that I can copy you and be like you and clean up the planet, or whatever you choose to do that makes me want to be like you. All I know is that you just got to be you and stop being like me, because otherwise I'm never going to change. So it's important. I can only begin to stress how important it is for you to be you. So I love you. Love yourself as I love you. Stay tuned. Much more coming. Namaste.